Good morning, family, and welcome to what I'm calling the routine. This is Dr. B, and for the next 365 days, we're going to do this together. And we're not going to do it perfectly, but we are going to do it consistently. You know, we all talk about wanting a routine. We talk about discipline, consistency, faith, growth, but most of us don't actually have a routine that we can return to every single day. This isn't going to be me teaching you from the outside. This is me committing to becoming with you. So if you hang with me for 30 days, you'll build a powerful habit. If you hang with me for 90 days, it will change your life. But if you hang with me for all 365 days, your life will never be the same. And that, my friend, is a complete promise. As people who want to live their best lives, we need to be intentional. No, we have to be intentional. And for the next 365 days, if you join me, this is how we will start our day. We will wake up on purpose. We will protect our focus. We will not be distracted by opening our phones, devices, TV, computers, etc. until we are done here. We will hydrate immediately. We will create stillness through our breathing. We will work on our connection and our identity through a short devotional. We will focus on our gratitude. We will set our intention for the day. We will plan to make a connection with somebody this day. We will make and keep at least one promise to ourselves. And at some point today, we will move our body, not together, but you can do exercise, you can get it done. So now listen, if you're just finding us today, whether it's day 1 or day 200, you're right on time. These days don't build on each other, but each one stands on its own, and it's about consistency. And I understand because of the time zone, we're doing it at 6:30 Mountain Time, but whatever, you might have kids, you might have work and a real life. You may not always be able to join us live, and that's okay. If you need to, you can always watch the recording from the day before and do this routine earlier in your day if that's what it takes. It's live is obviously more powerful, but the recording still works. And that's what matters, is that you spend this time intentionally. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to show up. Welcome to the routine. Let's become together. And if you need more information, just go ahead and go to routine.live. Now let's go. All right. What another great morning it is today. I'm Dr. B, and so excited. This is day 2. So we've made it through day 1, and we're going to go day 2. This one, will probably be a little bit shorter than yesterday. Again, I haven't talked this morning. It's the first words that I've uttered. It's kind of amazing when I woke up this morning, and I'm not a person who usually sets alarms or, that kind of stuff. And so I set it just in case, just to make sure, because I don't want to miss. And so I always wake up way earlier. But my mind just woke up starting to think about all the things I needed to get done today. And, I didn't pick up my device. And so that's super important, I think, is that we don't pick up our devices today, but all the things that are probably on my device were going through my mind. So I wanted to just quiet my mind as we think about today and what this is going to hold for us, and what, when we think about, what God has for us in this day, and things that we are trying to get done. And so one of the things that, I wanted to make sure that we talk about this morning. Well, why don't we just start with our breaths? Before I start talking to things, before I start bringing up, all the things that we're going to be doing today, why don't we just start out with our breath? So we're going to start out with 10 breaths today. And so I always touch, I don't know if you guys see me, I always touch for where I want to make sure my belly is coming out, and that when I take the breath, that I'm holding it, that I'm oxygenating, and I'm feeling the air, go all the way into my toes and all the way up my body and into my brain, because that's what we're trying to do. So Let's start out with breath number 1. So breathe in. Hold it. 1. Second one. Hold it. Realize I'm talking to myself just as much as I'm talking to you because we're doing this together, right? Breath 3. I'm holding it, oxygenating, feeling it all go through. Let it all come out. That's when my tummy goes in, right? Breath number 4. Hold it. Why do I close my eyes? Because I just want to feel the air go in all the way up to my brain as I'm holding it. Breath 5. Breath 6. Breath 7. I'm holding it. I'm holding it. I'm holding it. Feeling the oxygen go all the way through me. All the distractions, all the things that are going through my mind right now that I need to not think about, just the air going through. Breath 8. Clearing my mind. One more. My thoughts are clear. The things that I'm going to, intentions for today and all the things I'm going to get done as I'm holding. This is how we're going to start our day, right? We will wake up on purpose. Hopefully you won't need an alarm. We will protect our focus. So hard to do, but the more we do it, the better we will get at it. We will not be distracted by opening our phone, devices, TVs, computers, etc. until we are done. We will hydrate immediately. We'll go ahead and take our waters here. This is the first one we're going to do. Hopefully today, if you didn't do it yesterday, today you went and you got it, and now you're going to drink it. 80 ounces of water. I'm going to set it on the floor just to make sure that I don't knock over that glass. That would not be fun, right? We will create stillness through our breathing. We will work on our connection and identity. We're going to walk through this short devotional. We will focus on gratitude. We will set the intention for the day. We will plan to make connection with somebody. We will make and keep at least one promise to ourselves. And at some point today, we're going to move our body. Oh my gosh. So let's jump right into our devotional for week 1. Our theme this week, and will be all week, is becoming whole together. And so we're going to talk about the gift and the challenges of community together. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen so you'll be able to see it with me. So we'll go ahead and share the screen. And we'll do the entire screen. And we will hit share. Let's do it because it either boom, boom. All right. So today is day 2 Behold how good. Let me see if I can just make this a little bit bigger. Maybe not. View, so you can see a little bit. 100%. There we go. Let's go to 125. There we go. All right. So behold how good and pleasant it is for us to dwell together in unity. And yesterday, as we're going through our time together, and even if I scroll up, you'll see, what we talked about is together is a good idea yesterday. And then today we're talking about community is not a convenience. It is something that we need, something that God created us for, something that we need to dwell together. We need to be in unity. And, sometimes we think, oh, this is just so nice to be around people. But we have to make sure that that we are reaching out, that we are finding ways to be in community, whether it is that we go to a church on Sunday or we meet with a group of people during the week or we are doing what we're doing online. It is a necessity for our health. I think it's a necessity for our physical health and our mental health. The truth is, as Bonhoeffer says, we often love the idea of community more than the people God actually gives us. Ooh, man, we often love the idea of saying we're part of a community more than the people actually God gives us. And anybody that we come, and that's why we're being so intentional with our time, is that we're going to make sure that we make connection, because it's the people within the community that make it. Sometimes we bond to places where we're in community, but we sit back and we don't listen, especially if we're on the introverted side, or we don't, we say we really don't like people too much. And we go places and then we don't engage. And it's so important to engage. We want a community that fits our schedule, our mood, our politics, our comfort. Ooh, let me read that one more time. We want community, and I don't know. There we go. We want community that fits our schedule, our mood, our politics, our comfort. But God uses people who stretch us to shape us. So sometimes we're in community and it may not be comfortable, but we know, and you'll know when you're supposed to be and you're supposed to talk and you're supposed to ask. Remember, we have 2 ears to listen, 1 mouth to talk. And if you turn up community and you just ask the question, because people want to know that they're being heard. You want people to know, like, and trust you, but the way that you do that is by listening to them. And sometimes that's hard. I can think of even some conversations I've had recently where the person just talks and wouldn't let me have a word edgewise. And what I realized is they just needed somebody to listen. They didn't need me to fix it, which is hard for us guys sometimes, and maybe some women too at some point. But it's so hard sometimes when we want to interject, we want to fix. But as God is having those people come, it stretches us and it shapes us. It puts us in who has God placed in your life. And think about this. Who has God placed in your life that you've been resisting instead of receiving? What person is just kind of gives you that little irritation or that edge? And I'm thinking of a few people that I need to just listen to. Wow. May God soften our hearts to people he's using to grow us. Yeah. When you go into that conversation and you start thinking about what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this conversation? And then I don't want you not to have the easy ones too, the ones that you can't wait to, the ones that you get to go in. And one of the thoughts that I have sometimes are the easiest conversations are the ones that where people listen to me. The 2 conversations this week of 2 good friends, one a little bit newer, one a little bit older. And during the conversation, I thought about how much I was talking Oh, of course, I love that conversation, right? That conversation was healthy. That conversation was fun. That conversation allowed me to express myself. And then I thought about that. Maybe that person was that person who was doing that for me. Was that a one-sided, is this a one-sided relationship or is this a two-sided information? And I'm asking them, how can I serve you today? Did I ask that? Did I ask them how their family's doing and their wife is doing and their kids are doing? Did I ask them what's going on in their life that I could feed into? Or was that just about me? And was that why it was the easiest conversation? Something to think about as I make my connection today and we make our connection with the one person today. Are we making a connection with the person who that we can dump on? Are we making that connection with the person that we can be in community with? Oh man, if I were to say a prayer today, I would just say, God, thank you for the people that you brought in my life. Help me to hear and not to just speak. Help me to listen and not just tell my story. Help me to be there. I don't need to know what to say because you'll give me those words. Oh my gosh. Yes. What a wonderful thought for today and our devotional for day 2 of what we're doing. Oops. So let me take that off of the screen share just for a second. And then we're going to go back into our, I'm going to take these off for our breaths today. All right. So breath number 2. Here we go. Our breath set number 2. Breathe in. One. Breathe in. Hold it. Hold it. And I'm speaking to myself today. Breathe in. Feeding the oxygen in my mind. Thinking about who am I going to connect with today. Breathe in. What is that connection going to be like? Four. Breathe in. Five. Breathe in. Six. I'm going to connect to my own thoughts today. Really think about who am I going to become? 7. Breathe in. 8. Hold it. Hold it. Talking to myself. 9. Breathe in. Oh my God. This is so nice. I'm already feeling better. One more, number 10. Wow, gonna go ahead and hydrate, grab my second glass of water, making sure I'm getting I don't know how much nutrients are in water, but I know it's the best thing for us. Gonna take me 2 on this one. Oh my God. Man, that was good. I know in Colorado it's so dry that sometimes water is the best thing you can have after a long night. I wake up and my mouth is dry and everything is dry. So that is kind of cool being able to do that. All right. So now we're going to talk about our moving to gratitude, right? What are we thankful for? And adding the gratitude journal. And hopefully, I did the routine last night. And as I was doing my nightly routine, I put together my gratitude journal for today. And I hope you were able to do that. If not, as I'm going through, I would love for you to be able to just walk through, and I will. I want you to do your journal as I'm doing mine. And you're thinking of things that you might do. I'm just going to jump into it, and you add yours as you go. Hopefully, you were able to do some of yours tonight, and that's what you were able to do with this one. Gratitude today I paused. I paused on purpose. I paused to say thank you. Thank you to God. Thank you to life. Thank you for waking up with me. Thank you for covering my ground. My reminder of that. Thank you for my incredible wife. That she's by my side. She's working, she's moving in ways that make me better. Because the patience, the wisdom, and the way she walks beside me in this life. You've entrusted it to us. Entrusted to me is a gift. I don't take that lightly. I am grateful for the ability to speak, to use my voice, to encourage, to connect, to tell the truth. Thank you for my ability to walk, to move freely, to go where you say. Thank you for my ability to talk, to sit across with you, to share moments. To share moments that matter. These are not small. For the daily miracles, the miracles that I do every day. Plants that are up, trees that are up, grass that grows, the air that surrounds me, the water. The ability to have a home, place to that cars that I can drive and make people I get to see. I just thank you for the everyday miracles. Thank you for every meeting today that I'm going to have, every person that I'm going to have, every conversation, every connection, every hello that I do. I'm grateful for the people I spoke to yesterday. I'm grateful for the people I will speak to today. Who they are. Thank you for allowing our pastor, even briefly, to trust that no one can be vaccinated. I'm thankful for the people who will spend time with me today, that will get onto this devotional, that will spend time creating a routine, that will honor me with they can be doing anything every day. Thank you for my ability to see the best in people. Thank you. Order softening my heart, helping me look past flaws, labels, and past mistakes, for reminding me that everyone is important. Help me to continue to see people the way you see them, with hope, with patience, with love. I reflect, I'm grateful for not just for what happened today, but for who I am becoming as a result. Through it, thank you for another day to go, to serve, to listen. I don't take today for granted. I can gratitude, humility. for waking me up. Thank you for letting me. Thank you for the food that I'm about to consume, the health that I'm about to put into my body. Thank you for allowing me to do yoga and stretch and feel good about my body. Go ahead and finish up whatever gratitude, whatever gratitude, whatever gratitude. So much to be thankful for. So much. What a way to start out our day. All right, so let's move now into, I believe I'm looking at my schedule here because I don't have it sitting, I guess I do have it in front of me. How about we move into our affirmations for today? Where did I put those affirmations? Those I'm going to let you see. And I'm going to share my screen again. Thank you for the patience, right? That we can jump into here and we can go straight to our affirmations. I added some from yesterday just because I just started thinking of all the things that I want to speak into my life and speak out loud. So here we go. I am becoming the person my future requires. I am becoming the person my future requires. I choose presence over pressure today. I choose presence over pressure today. I said I was going to share these with you, and I don't know if it works. So let me make sure because I don't see it up there. Share screen. There we go. Entire screen. Here we go. All right. Share. Well, all right. There we go. All right. I choose the presence over pressure today. I show up even when it's uncomfortable. I show up even when it's uncomfortable. I am consistent, not perfect. I am consistent, not perfect. I listen before I react. I listen before I react. I'm grounded, grateful, and growing. I am grounded, grateful, and growing. I build trust through my daily actions. I build trust through my daily actions. I am connected to God, to myself, and to others. I am connected to God, to myself, and to others. Let me make this a little bit bigger. What I practice today becomes my legacy tomorrow. What I practice today becomes my legacy tomorrow. I finish what I start. I finish what I start. I wake up on purpose and live with intention. I wake up on purpose and live with intention. I protect my focus and guard my mind. I choose discipline as an act of self respect. I honor my body, my time, and my calling. I speak life to myself and to others. I make space for stillness and clarity. I take responsibility for who I am becoming. I choose courage over comfort. I choose courage over comfort. I make meaningful connections every day. I make meaningful connections every day. I keep my promises, especially the ones that I make to myself. I keep my promises, the ones I make to myself. And here's the bonus ones that I added. I am right where I am supposed to be in order to become who God made me to be. I am right where I am supposed to be in order to become who God made me to be. God has already placed me and is providing me with everything I need for what He has called me to do. There's more than enough, and I am enough to fulfill my purpose. There is more than enough. Abundance is everywhere, and I am enough. I am enough to fulfill my purpose. I live in abundance because there is no lack, because God's provision is everywhere and in all things. I live in abundance because there is no lack, because God's provision is everywhere and in all things. I count it all joy, knowing God is using every season to strengthen me and to fulfill his purpose through me. I count it all joy, knowing God is using every season to strengthen me and to fill his purpose in me. Oh my gosh, I love those. I love those affirmations. Again, these are all, if you go to the routine.live, you can access all these, use all these, see all these. And if you're doing these at a different time than just seeing these, or you want to see them again, I'm saying these again tonight when I do the night routine. And so these are all there for us. All right. So, word of the day. What is our word of today? Let's jump over here. Let's go right back here. And I'm just showing you where these are all at so that you can get to them as fast as you can, as you need to. So we have our word of today. Word of today is courage. Courage. Let me make this bigger so you can see it big time. Right? Word of the day, courage. Courage isn't loud. It's a quiet decision to show up when it would be easier not to. Courage isn't loud. It's a quiet decision to show up when it would be easier not to. Remember that today. When something comes up that you don't want to do, a person you don't want to talk to, make a connection today. Today, make a connection by reaching out to someone you've been avoiding, a call, a text, a simple, have that courage. I was thinking about you. Imagine what that does for somebody. If all you do is call them up and you just say, I was thinking about you. You didn't say if you're thinking good things about them or bad things about them. You just said, I was thinking about you. But make that connection today. And again, we have in this, in this journal here where you can, where I put together, where you just every day, maybe putting into your connections into the spreadsheet. Yesterday, I said that I was going to connect with my mom. And so today, I'm going to connect with my friend Scott. Okay, this doesn't necessarily need to be a new connection. This will be, I put this up to, and then so this is there. So you can have, a journal of what that was and follow up and all those things that go in there. Today is Friday. And so you can use this if it's something, it might be easier to put it into your own personal journal if you need to, but it's there for you to do, connect with a person over today. And that's the connection that you're going to make. All right, to promise. Now this is one that I'm gonna go ahead and stop the sharing here. Okay, so in the promise, the promise. What promise did you make today? Yesterday, my promise is that I promised myself that I would do my nightly routine, that I would do the daily routine, that I'd do my exercise. Oh, promise today. When I'm thinking about, making sure that I connect with one person that I haven't connected with in a while. So I'm going to go through my phone and I'm going to find a person that I'm going to connect with, that I'm going to just say, I was thinking about you. And that's the promise I'm making to myself. And it's so important that we make that promise to ourselves every single day, and that we keep that promise to ourselves every single day, no matter what. We're going to build this muscle like it's no other muscle, that we are going to do the things that we say we're going to do because we're going to become the person that we need to become. So that promise. If I were to add another caveat as we move to today, I want to make sure that you exercise, whatever it is. You're drinking your water, you're taking your breaths. Make sure that you go for a small walk, even if it's out to your door, to the driveway and back to the front of your house. If that's all you do and you begin that process, or if you're going to the gym or you're whatever it is that you take care of the health of your body the best that you can. We're not doing that together, but make sure you write that in your journal. Make sure you write your promise in your journal. One of the things that is so cool is with your body is that your body comes back and talks to you just as much as you've talked to it. And so the more you allow it to be healthy, the better off that you're going to be in the long run. And so the other thing today that we probably need to add is just we need to start thinking about a money routine. And so make sure you're writing down, or you have a thing. I think I'll put up a good man gave me like this cash flow thing. If you're not a person who's really good with your money, that you are every day beginning that process of making sure that you're keeping track, just because it's going to be something really cool that you're going to do. All right. So today, day 2 is done. Day 2 has happened in a way that is kind of, oh my gosh, that we got through. So you can go back and listen to it. Make sure you're doing those things. Make sure that your day is finding somebody to connect with, because you, my friend, are God's greatest gift. So let him love you. Let him love you today. Don't forget, you are also an answer to someone's prayer. So that person that you find in your phone today that you connect to could be the person that needed you to call them today, because you are that answer. You were born for greatness, my friend. Thank you for going on this journey with me, and we will see you tomorrow. So, song for today, I got to listen to it. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it's something that I know is something that is needed. Talk to you guys tomorrow on day 3, or tonight if you do the nighttime portion of our routine. Talk to you soon.
Yeah. Dr.B in the building. We're becoming the person now. Let's go. Woke up with a purpose, sunlight on my face. The God who made the universe still knows me by my name. Every step is kingdom, every breath is grace. I do not rush the process, I just run in my own lane. 2 ears, 1 mouth, so I listen first. Hurting people hurt people, so I speak the healing words. I am a coach, a friend, a brother, a guide, helping people break the limits that were living inside. You have to be the one before you do the thing. Identity before assignment, that is how freedom sings. Every story is sacred, every life unique, and they do not care what you know until they know you are listening. I am becoming the person God made me to be. Stepping in the calling, walking wild and free. From the podcast to the people I pray for every day. Purpose in my heartbeat, purpose in my name. I am becoming the person, becoming the person. The journey is where my freedom stays. From mile-high flights to Chicago nights, from track lines chalk to the chaplain's light. 250 men with stories that ignite, now living boldly with purpose taking off in sight. Relationship first, that is the way I lead. Connection is the soil where the soul gets freed. I am a husband, father, and granddad too. 30 people at Thanksgiving, that's what love can do. I say you are God's greatest gift because it is true. Every room gets brighter when you walk through. I am living this mission until the final breath, helping others rise so their best becomes their next level. I am becoming the person God made me to be. Stepping in the calling, walking wild and free. From the pastures to the people I pray for every day. Purpose in my heartbeat, purpose in my name. I am becoming the person, becoming the person. The journey is where my freedom from Denver to the nations. Let the good news spread. Faith over fear, that is the voice in my head. If you knew the stories and the places I have been, you would know every setback was a setup to win. I show up with bass and I show up with fire. I show up with truth for the ones who inspire. Legacy in motion, generations rise. God's fingerprints are all over my life. I am becoming the person God made me to be. Walking in the promise He keeps over me. Every step is purpose, every breath is praise. And the world gets brighter when we live this way. We are becoming the person, becoming the person. The journey is where our freedom stays. Let's go! Dr.B. Becoming the person. Every day.
All right, have a good day.
Yeah.